Today I'll be performing this piece on a 6-string guitar. It's an eco or an echo guitar. I don't know if you can see that there. Made in Italy. It's quite an old guitar, I think. But I figured that the best way to explain this would be to perform it on 6-string rather than 12. So it's less complicated. Plus you can see the fingering more easily as well. First off, completely open strings with the left hand, so we don't need the left hand just yet. And the right hand is plucking a claw of the G string and the E string. Obviously we're tuned to open D, which is D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. So we're picking the G string and the E string together. And the thumb is alternating between the E string and the D string. So it's kind of, sorry. So the first bit is open G, open E string. And the thumb then going to the D string. So it's so the thumb is alternating all the way through the pattern, going from the E string to the D string. So it's okay. I'll try it a little bit slower. Okay, so the first chord, which will appear somewhere here, or maybe it's somewhere down here, I don't know, is a simple 2-finger chord. The first finger is on the G string in the first fret, and the second finger is on the E string in the second fret. And it's just plucked with the same picking pattern that I explained earlier on. So the start of the piece is actually open strings, so technically that's the first chord. So it's and the third chord is sliding the same chord shape up to the 4th and 3rd fret. So first finger is G string on the 3rd fret, the second finger is on the 4th fret on the E string, exactly the same shape. And the 4th chord is sliding the second finger on the E string up to the 5th fret, and the 3rd finger also on the 5th fret on the G string. Hopefully you can see that. So all together the first 4 chords are so playing that all together, up to speed. The next section is the 5th chord, which is playing exactly the same as the last chord we just played, adding the little finger on the B string, B string in the 5th fret. So it's, and that's the beginning of the melody, if you like. And then the next chord, we slide in the second finger down to the 4th fret. First finger is on the 3rd fret on the G string, and the little finger remains where it was on the B string and the 5th fret. So basically a descent of the first 2 fingers. Okay, so the next chord, when I watched the original performance back on the original video, I realised one of the chords I was playing was technically wrong, because I'd actually introduced some dissonance just by accident. And I was using the same chord shape that we've just used in the 5th fret up on the 7th, leaving the D string open. And there's a slight dissonance which I didn't like. So what I've actually done is rejig this chord, and now I'm actually barring the first 4 strings with the first finger and cocking the thumb over, all on the 7th fret, just to get, which is a much sweeter sound. So altogether we have which is the introduction. You would repeat that twice and then picking pattern changes slightly there. You can get that. And then we reach up to the 7th fret with a little finger. It's just a 1-finger chord on the 7th fret of the B string. So it's that's the first part. I would call it a verse or something like that. Okay, the final part of this initial video is utilising the first 3 chords that we use at the beginning, but instead of holding onto the chord and moving through the progression 1 bar at a time, we literally walk through the progression. So it's, and someone actually said in the comment section it sounds a little bit like Blackbird, and it's probably this little bit they mean actually, thinking about it. So once we reach that resolve, which as we said in the previous section on that, we walk up the first 3 chords there. So all together, if I can remember it all now. Something like that.